Today's video is sponsored by John Gikanga, a true patriot and a Kenyan nationalist at heart. Stand by for debrief in 3, 2, 1. Once upon a time, Dennis Itumbi used to have morals, but now he has become a dangerous conman that needs to be stopped. I say this because Ruto has completely and fully trusted Itumbi with all decision making, yet he is not an elected leader. A total tragedy if you ask me. Anywho, in this video, I want us to look into just how dangerous Itumbi has become. And so with no further ado, let's get after it. Number 1, Dennis Itumbi is now shamelessly using state resources to dox national leaders by leaking their information. For instance, just yesterday, he leaked Matiang'i's personal residence. I don't know if it's a form of intimidation or what, but just have a look at this tweet and I quote, "Dear Fred Matiang'i, Uhuru's partner in crime, the Rwaka thief, the Rivayala murderer, a man who believed Uhuru Kenyatta would endorse him for the 2022 presidency. Failure, innocent blood crying on our hands. You are also believing Uhuru will make you Mount Kenya kingpin. Try and vie for the presidency, but I'm sure you are not the favorite. You'll only get 3% of Mount Kenya votes and 5% across the country. That's why you've been unanimously rejected for the presidential bid. It's just a matter of time you be told. Let the ballot expose the reality." Now here's the interesting bit. "I advise you to go back to your hidden home in Narok." Alright? I advise you to go back to your hidden home in Narok or Kisii and start potato farming. Leave politics to those who know politics. You are exercising agriculture in the wrong field. I pity you. This right here is intimidation. The second last paragraph. It's intimidation and doxing, where you leak someone's public information as a form of intimidation or harassment. Your hidden home in Narok. Nobody knew up until this tweet that Fred Matiang'i had a hidden home in Narok. Perhaps that was his safe haven. If things zinaumana na Kasongo wants to eliminate him or any other person, Murkomen, we don't know, he can go and seek refuge here. But Itumbi is releasing this information. You can go back to your hidden home in Narok. Trust me, the whole point of that tweet was just to let Matiang'i know that the national government knows about your safe haven in Narok and they can come for you anytime, anywhere. And mind you, this is coming from the same Itumbi who was abducted by Uhuru Kenyatta and forced to run around naked with bleeding wounds. Sasa amepata uongozi, he can't remember the pain of being under a dictatorship. Anyway, if he can't remember, let's jog his memory. Here's a snippet.
And Deputy President William Ruto's digital strategist Dennis Itumbi is missing after he was picked up by unknown men in a suspected case of abduction at Thindigwa, Kiambu County. The controversial blogger was forced into a cream vehicle Toyota Premio KBL 445S along Kiambu Road Thursday afternoon after leaving a barbershop. Witnesses say 3 well-built men approached Itumbi and forced him into the back seat of the vehicle before they drove off towards Nairobi. The matter was reported at the Thindigwa police station, where police say they have launched investigations to trace his whereabouts.
And here are the subsequent pictures of when he was actually found. And voila, now that he's in power, he's now threatening leaders and leaking their locations by doxing them. Shame on this Itumbi character who, in my opinion, is the second most wicked man in State House after William Ruto. Number 2, after working so diligently to guard the votes of William Ruto in 2022, the now corrupted and wicked Itumbi is now planning on how to steal elections through fraud and vote suppression. How so? Just have a look at these fake numbers that Itumbi has been posting on his X account. Quick reminder, 2022 voter register. Rift Valley has 5.3 million votes. Central Kenya has 4.4. Hata tuachie tu hapo. The rest is just, it makes sense. Since when does Rift Valley have the most number of registered voters in this country? That they are way more than ile inapatikana kwa Central. I mean, this is just a nice way of rubber stamping the theft that is to come. Anywho, let's highlight for him the actual numbers. You can see here Mount Kenya has 8.2 million votes. Kalenjin Nation 2.7. I'm not even going to bother you with all the rest. But this is more factual. But to Itumbi, he'd rather spin the numbers in preparation of what they're about to do. For those who know, they know. So yeah, this Itumbi guy is getting more and more wicked by the day. and he needs to be exorcised. Ni kama ako na zile chidimoni ya Mudavadi. Number 3, the wicked Itumbi is now also defending unsolved murders and has no interest whatsoever in any investigations being done. Just have a look at this tweet, for instance, and I quote, "Let the dead rest in peace. I challenge the families of the claimed souls to go after Gachagua. Raila Odinga died of cardiac arrest, just as other prominent figures like Professor Magoha. Joanna Ngeno and Ogola died of plane crashes, just like other key profiles, including Kipkiala Kones, Lona Laboso, among others who lost their lives through the same unfortunate incident. For us to believe you, tuletewe postmortem ya Raila. You cannot claim to know what killed them. You're not even a doctor. Closure comes from knowing the truth. Why are you not so interested with people knowing the truth?" So, mtu kama Itumbi, he needs to change. Na anybody who is in opposition today, borrow a leaf from Dennis Itumbi. There are so many people hata saizi kwa opposition, wanaongea vizuri, they sound like good citizens, they make a lot of sense. Once they get in power, unashanga, huyu ndo yule alikuwa anakuwa abducted na Murkomen, ndo sasa amerudi ana abduct wengine. Huyu ndo yule alikuwa anadhulumiwa, ndo sasa amerudi ana attack wengine ambao wanadhulumiwa. Be very careful that power doesn't change you. Although I'd argue power doesn't change people, it just exposes who you are. Same thing with money. If you're generous, the more money you have, the more generous you become. If you're stingy, the more money you have, the more you're irritated by borrowers. So long story short, Itumbi needs to change. But at the end of the day, guys, that's just my opinion. Do drop me your comments in the comment section below and I'll do best to read them and to give you a response. So with that, here today's ads the day. Another traffic jam, another cyber queue, heck, another surprise cost at checkout? Nah. CTP Print Online ends all of that.
Wow!
All you have to do is upload your document, see the exact price instantly, and pay via MPESA in under a minute. They've got live order tracking from printer delivery straight to your desk in Nairobi or anywhere nationwide. No queues, no surprises, just perfect prints. Upload now at print.ctpkenya.com. Enhance your credit management skills at the Kenya School of Credit Management. They offer a 4-month online course where you get to learn credit analysis and relationship management, a highly sought after skill in our current leading market. To get started, call 0727 499 561 or 0722 712 669 or visit www.creditschoolmanagement.net. Register now ahead of next month's cohort. If you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching from a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula. Hit the subscribe button, you're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.